What's up, guys? This is the Gospel according to Mark with a C. He is I and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. And guys, is it not a wonderful time, a wondrous time, a glorious time to be a fan? Isn't it, to be part of the fandom? This past week has been huge, guys, huge. And I can't control myself any longer. I gotta send some shout outs of congratulations right now, okay? And first of all, let me just say this. I don't know if there's any G.I. Joe fans out there, but I spent the majority of my week watching the Hasbro channel on YouTube, where they've been playing the G.I. Joe cartoon from back in the 80s, you know, like live all week, you know. And even though I have, of course, the total collection, like the complete collection, including the movies and everything, it was just great to watch it anyway, guys. I was so freaking happy, you know, just all week, you know, just the nostalgia, the excitement, the music, all the characters, the diversity. I mean, it had it all, you know, back then. So I was very, very happy for that. So I was chilling, man, you know, and just feeling great. And then I go to my mailbox, probably around, what is it, Wednesday or Thursday, and what do I find? I find this. I find The Fandom Menace, Volume 1, A Fandom Betrayed by Stephen J. Walton. Yes, man. You smell that? Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, and it's got a bookmark in here. Look at that. It's Stephen himself right there. That is a thing of beauty, isn't it? Shout out to Stephen J. Walton, man. You did the damn thing. I am so happy to be a supporter. And I wish you, like, all the luck in the world, man. I was so excited when I opened this up. I was dancing like Snoopy at the mailbox. You know what I mean? You know, so, yeah. So I'm great. This is great, man. I'm going to start reading it. I actually already did. And let me see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There's also a little goodie back here. He does a little shout out to me and my Dark Council brothers, Drum 3PO, Abu Nas, Lord Callus, Fatal J, Damajani, and myself. And, you know, salute. Hail, Stephen J. Walton. I'm looking forward to Volume 2 for my own reasons. And of course, who could forget the big news last week? I have to give a great big shout out of congratulations to the Snyder Cut Army! That's what I'm talking about. Booyah! You know, all in your face, all in your face, all the haters out there, everybody who thought that they just didn't know what they were talking about, it wasn't going to happen, you know, all of that stuff. You know, I couldn't believe it, you know, when I heard the news. It's like I haven't even been, like, deep into the release the Snyder Cut movement, you know what I mean? But when I heard about it, holy cow, talk about excited. Because this is a win for all fandoms. I don't care if you love the movie, if you hated the movie, you must see what this means to the people. You see, fandom is made up of the people. Just like this country is supposed to be for the people, by the people. The things that we love, the properties that we love, science fiction, science fantasy, is supposed to be for the people, by the people. So to see the power being given to the people to dictate and to say what it is that we want, you know, is phenomenal, you know. And it reminds me of you know, for all the haters out there who are now doing hashtag reject the Snyder Cut and all that petty bullshit, it reminds me of Star Trek, you know, back in the day, the 5-year mission, the original series, Kirk, McCoy, Spock. That series was canceled, okay, after only, what, like a few seasons or so, and it was done. You know, it was the fans that pushed and fought to make it the cultural phenomenon that it is today, with all of the movies and all of the other TV series and stuff. Firefly was another example. Battlestar Galactica. There are so many examples of the fans being the lifeblood of these properties that we love so much. So this was a hell of a reminder to the world that the fans are not to be ignored. The fans are not to be devalued. And ultimately, the fans will have the last word because we're the ones who are spending our money. All right? So to go under the assumption that you don't want to hear from the fans, or that the fans are just some spoiled man babies who just want to have it their way. No, there's nothing wrong with saying what it is that we believe our properties to be. You know, if we see something that's false and it doesn't ring true, then we do reserve the right to speak on it, because nobody knows these things better than the fans do. There are some people who this is their religion, you know, Star Wars, Star Trek, comics, you know, all of it. So I would ask everybody out there who feel the need to somehow shit on this moment, you know, to just take a step back and understand that it's like, this is so much bigger than the movie, so much bigger than one movie. And just like with Star Wars, you know, with The Last Jedi, on my older videos, I would say repeatedly, all the time, I would say, this is not just about Star Wars. This is not just about the movie. This is bigger than Star Wars, I used to say. You know, and I still say it. So I'm being consistent with this. This is bigger than the movie. This is about the fans having a voice and having power. And the power is deserved because we work for this. We work to spend the money that we're spending on these things, you know, whether it's merchandise or whether it's the actual film or the books or the clothing, anything, you know. So I love that this has happened, you know, and like I said before, I had my criticisms, you know, of Zack Snyder, in particular the way he handled Superman. Now I believe that Henry Cavill is like perfect. You know, I think he's a great Superman and everything, and I'm kind of the jury's still kind of out whether or not I believe that Superman should be too dark. But at the same time, I heard somebody make a great point where, you know, the Christopher Reeve Superman was great, you know, and Brandon Routh and all that stuff. But yeah, it's good to see something new. I just didn't like how heavy he went on the Superman as the Messiah thing. That symbolism was just a little bit too on the nose for me, you know what I mean? So I had my problems with that, you know, like, you know, so, but what I loved was the way he handled Batman. Yeah, I know I did a video. I only did one video about Zack Snyder a couple of years ago maybe, and it was talking about Batman being a killer, or Batman killing. And it wasn't really against Zack Snyder as much as it was the concept of whether or not Batman kills. Alright, but I will say this. I loved Zack Snyder's vision of Batman. I loved his I love Ben Affleck as Batman, and I would really, really love to see him get a shot at a solo Batman film. I mean, I really, and I'm never wrong about these things, guys, I really feel that he would do a freaking phenomenal job, you know, with a solo Batman film. So I'm kind of hoping, like, I know this is not really that heavy on, like, you know, like restarting the DCU and all that stuff, but I really would hope that somehow this leads to him getting a shot at doing that. You know what I mean? I'm hoping, and I know that, you know, it's not likely and everything, but I really would love to see that. So, you know, like I said before, guys, there's a lot to celebrate here, and I hope that people will understand that. It's like, this is a win for fandom in general. You know, whether you're a Star Trek fan or a Star Wars fan or a Marvel fan, there's no need to bash Marvel because DC's having a moment, guys. I collected Marvel and DC when I was growing up. I love both, you know, and I really love and feel treated to be seeing them. I never thought when I was collecting comics back in the day that I would see all of my heroes up on the screen so effectively and believably. But this is the age we're living in, and I'm just loving it on both sides. So, yeah, like I said, guys, I'm hoping that the ball continues to roll with this. Congratulations to all the Snyder Cut Army fans out there. You know, congratulations to Zack Snyder. I really always have believed that you should have been able to complete your vision. You know, I wasn't championing this the whole time because I'm like, well, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But at the same time, I realize how powerful this moment is in fandom history. So, guys, it's hot in here. That's the reason why I'm sweating. But once again, congratulations to everybody out there. Now listen, guys, as always, you can like, you can share, you can subscribe, you can get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about all of this, guys. This is incredible. And you can catch me on Twitter, of course. The link is going to be in the pinned comment below, so you can come check me out there. And I'll catch you in the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.